All right, let's go. I'm not sure what's a more difficult situation right now, holding on to crypto or being a 12-year-old British girl. I keep hearing that these sellers are exhausted, but it seems like they can go on forever. Things are definitely getting a little rough. I mean, not as rough as when it looked like there was only going to be one cracker left, or when Nancy Pelosi was waiting for Nvidia earnings to be released, and definitely not as bad as when Joe Biden mysteriously switched chins. However, the past few days have felt like the market is actually ripping me a new asshole. But you know me, I always try to look on the bright side. At least you're not this guy.
I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it.
So you know we got a lot to talk about in this video. From the guy who's confused about having to leave Starbucks while he's literally pooping his pants, to how Gavin Newsom and Harry Sisson spend their playtime, and from the new way that I'm encouraging libtards to show us they hate Donald Trump, to what it's really like to be full of hot air.
We're very pleased about the progress that we're making. I know that I live rent-free in the president's head, and I wish he would spend some time in Chicago so that he could see what a lovely city we have.
Governor, quick follow-up. What do you do?
I don't know about you, but for the past 24 hours, this is all I've been hearing.
Trans people belong here. We need trans people. We love trans people.
I have gender skin color dysphoria.
Yep.
I am a white lesbian trapped in a black man's body. I'm 6 months pregnant and I love my husband, but the LGBTQ community won't accept me. And they tell me you could be what you want to be. And also, since I'm a white lesbian, I'm also a white supremacist and I hate black people.
So with all the madness currently going on, I know you turn to this channel for answers to the toughest questions. Like, what do Tampon Tim and Grifter Gav have in common? Will we get any more big surprises from Taylor and Travis? And why, when you face swap Taylor and Bieber, do they look like a cute lesbian couple? How come we know more about this guy in 13 minutes than we do about this guy in 13 months? Is there any chance that the CEO of Cracker Barrel can switch over to Pfizer to give her a chance to ruin another company? Should we take more advantage of the fact that Democrats will do the exact opposite of whatever Trump says? And maybe most importantly of all, is it possible to have new scum unless you have old scum? So I hope you're ready to go. This is not a channel where we cry over career criminals who die from a drug overdose rather than care about innocent children. On this channel, we bring the truth.
I myself am trans. I'm trans race. I identify as a Native American from the tribe of Retard Ho, descendants of the Navajo, and the Stupid Hoes.
All right, let's talk some crypto news, and we'll start right here. Is this a sign that the top might be in?
Okay, so I would recommend, so me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something cents, but the community knows that when I know it will bump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life. So I would highly recommend buying XRP.
This is now, you're not too late. Invest in crypto right now. Tonight if you can, like do that shit tonight. You're gonna get a return from it. You know, Bitcoin is a good one, Ethereum. What's the other one you said? Ripple. Invest in that shit. I'm telling y'all right now, this is a quick flip. Do it tonight. It's about to go up.
And while celebrity influencer endorsements are a little scary, we also see this from Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
The Department of Commerce is going to start issuing its statistics on the blockchain because you are the crypto president, and we are going to put out GDP on the blockchain so people can use the blockchain for data distribution, and then we're going to make that available to the entire government so all of you can do it. We're just ironing out all the details so we can do it.
And here is part of those details he is talking about. U.S. Department of Commerce partners with Chainlink to bring government macroeconomic data on-chain. Altcoin Gordon tells us that alts are now the most oversold in crypto history. Not even during the COVID or tariff crashes were altcoins this much oversold. We also see this from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Our crypto future suite just surpassed 30 billion in open interest for the first time ever. Our SOL and XRP futures, along with ETH options, each crossed $1 billion in open interest, with XRP being the fastest ever contract to do so, hitting the mark in just over 3 months. In addition, XRP just got a major boost from China. Chinese fintech giant Logis is putting its trillion-dollar supply chain finance platform on the XRP Ledger. This means that RWAs, cross-border payments, and TradeFi all on the XRPL. And for all the market cap mathematicians who don't understand or don't believe that XRP can reach $10,000, watch this.
Most people think XRP can't hit $10,000 because of market cap. Market cap doesn't apply to XRP the way you think. It's built for high-speed transactions, settling in 3 to 5 seconds. This means the same XRP can be reused up to 50 times per day. Moving $1 trillion daily needs just $20 billion in liquidity, not $1 trillion. Now, picture a tokenized global economy worth $1 to $2 quadrillion. If XRP handles just 10%, that's trillions in daily settlements. To support this, XRP's price must reach $10,000 or more. Here's another factor. XRP's circulating supply is limited to 53 billion tokens. For global liquidity, the price must be high enough to handle massive volumes. With institutions, CBDCs, and governments adopting XRP, demand will only grow. Here's why market cap doesn't matter. XRP's value isn't speculation, it's utility. It facilitates massive global transactions efficiently. The price must reflect this demand, not an arbitrary market cap calculation.
And by now, we all know that Trump is opening up the $9 trillion US retirement market to crypto. It's massive news, but here's the reality. You don't have to wait. I'm already doing it with iTrust Capital, and this isn't just a partnership plug. I personally use their platform to stack Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and over 80 digital assets inside a crypto IRA. Here's why it matters. Every trade grows tax-deferred or even tax-free, depending on whether you choose a traditional or Roth IRA. No capital gain stress every time I take profits, just pure long-term crypto compounding. On top of that, they're partnered with Coinbase Custody and Fidelity Digital Assets, so the security is institutional grade. The platform's live 24/7, simple to use, and no monthly account fees, just a flat 1% transaction fee. So while the headlines are buzzing about what might happen next, I'm already building my retirement with crypto right now. New users get a $100 funding bonus when you use my code below. Don't wait for Washington, lock it in, grow it smart, and get paid to secure your future. All right, let's take a look at some of the other top headlines. And as we get ready to enjoy the Labor Day holiday here in the US, some words from Marco Rubio.
First of all, everyone's made this comment already and needs to be echoed again. You were elected as the president of working Americans, and that's why this Labor Day is so meaningful. For me personally, this is the most meaningful Labor Day of my life as someone with 4 jobs.
Here's Donnie discussing the worst governor in American history.
You mentioned Gavin Newsom on crime.
Gavin Newsom, yes.
Is there a federal mechanism you're hoping to use to fight back against his redistricting constitutional amendment, or is that...
Well, I think I'm going to be filing a lawsuit pretty soon, and I think we're going to be very successful in it. We're going to be filing it through the Department of Justice. That's going to happen.
If you're anything like me, you just can't wait to see something like this.
Yeah, I know him very well. He's incompetent. He's a nice guy, looks good. Hi, everybody. How you doing? He's got some strange hand action going. I don't know what the hell his problem is. It's a little weird, to be honest. There's a little something shaky going on there.
With the tragic event that just took place in Minneapolis, I think the next governor of Florida, Byron Donalds, sums it up best.
The reality is the tragedy that occurred today in Minneapolis is once again where the Democrats are ignoring some of the serious mental health challenges affecting young people in the United States, especially around gender identity, this transgender movement that they have fully gotten behind. On a broader level as a country, we have to take mental health much more seriously. I mean, look at the magazines, what was written on these magazines, talking about going after Christians. Where is your God? Going after Israel, actually writing there to kill Donald Trump. This is the insanity from the hatred that has come from the left. And so if they want to now come out and be mad at people who are trying to sympathize and empathize with the families, and especially the families of these 2 young kids that were lost, they need to re-examine everything about their party. It's not the time for politics. It's about comforting the families who have lost 2 young kids and then examining all the public policy so that this doesn't happen again. And I will tell you, once again, this is not about guns. This is about mental health issues that the radical left refuses to acknowledge comes from their crazy ideology, which is damaging so many children in the United States who are now becoming young adults.
Not sure why people get so upset about the truth. From Jim Banks, senator from Indiana, when you affirm mental illness instead of treating it, people get hurt. After initially protesting attempts to clean up Washington, D.C., the mayor is now singing a bit of a different tune.
And we greatly appreciate the surge of officers that enhance what MPD has been able to do in this city.
Hey, Chicago, you're up next.
The addiction on jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
After that nonsense, I think we need another Miller mic drop.
The Democrat Party is not a political party. It is a domestic extremist organization. Look at Chicago. They've shut down the police department. They've handcuffed law enforcement, and as President Trump says, they have turned the streets of Chicago into a bloody killing field.
A quick update you don't want to miss. Nomy is running a massive giveaway right now. The main prize? A brand new BMW. And this isn't some hype post. You can check Nomy's official X account for yourself. They've literally shown the exact car that's being given away. And I do want to thank them for sponsoring this video. Here's the deal. You've got 11 days before entries close. To qualify, all you need is a Nomy account, then either make deposits into their earning products like staking, launch pool, or margin trading, or just buy and hold Nomy tokens. Now is the perfect time too, as the market is in hold mode. Everyone's sitting on their crypto bags, waiting for the big pump. Instead of letting your coins just chill out, Nomy makes them work harder for you. Daily profits on transparent terms, and they only take a cut of the actual profit. I'll show you my Nomy account. I've already got deposits running on fixed staking. The system's been around since 2019. It's solid, and while your assets keep growing daily, you can also lock in a shot at a brand new BMW. Bottom line, this is the perfect moment. Earn daily, grow your stack, and maybe even drive away in a new car. I'll leave links below for you to do your own research, and don't sleep on this one. And here's some welcome news from Truth Social. George Soros and his wonderful radical left son should be charged with RICO because of their support of violent protest and much more, all throughout the United States of America. We're not going to allow these lunatics to rip apart America anymore, never giving it so much as a chance to breathe and be free. George, any comment on this? I guess now we're all just waiting to see what happens next.
Second quarter GDP are now hitting the wires. 3% was our last look. It now jumps up to 3.3%. But from a comp basis, that would still be the best quarter since September of 23.
Dr. Dmitry Daskalakis, Biden's former monkeypox czar, has resigned from his role as the CDC's vaccine chief. Daskalakis once ran HIV screenings out of a Manhattan S&M club and gave vaccines in full drag at sex clubs. So that's going to be a big dress to fill. I think this news kind of slipped under the radar. US Treasury just bought back another $1.4 billion of its own debt. This is now a total of $7.4 billion in the last 2 weeks. And with the big news of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting engaged, I think we can all agree that when you consider who Travis was dating before Swiftie, you can make a strong argument that this is the biggest fumble in NFL history. So you know I'll be watching, and I'll keep you updated with any new information. Let me correct myself. I just found out that the guy from Starbucks in the beginning of the video is actually from Pooh, India. So it all makes sense now. All we can do is continue to put in the work necessary to improve. For all you single guys out there, I hope you find a girl like Building 7 on 9/11. Going down for no reason. I know some of you are saying, why is she on a beach? Building 7 girls usually perform indoors. Some would even say, it's an inside job. No matter what lies MSDNC tells you, take a look at this picture, and it's clear the problem is definitely not the guns. And if you have a couple more minutes, you may have missed my last video where we talk about if XRP can really flip Bitcoin, and of course, some more truth talk guaranteed to trigger all the faux phobias. Until the next time, be safe.